nice. This is Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, or the new entrants, depending on where you're from, on the SEGA Megadrive, released by SEGA in 1994, and based on the Capcom arcade machine of the same name, released in 1993. It was also simultaneously released, on the SNES. Now, content-wise, the games are pretty much bang on the same, but there are differences in appearance in some of the graphics on the SNES version. But what's interesting about this is it was the biggest cartridge size at the time. It was 40 megabytes, which was huge back then. And until PSOR came along, it was the biggest Mega Drive cart, and they did that so they could include, all the voice clips for the people's introductions. I love the fact that it shows you their blood type, because it's an illegal fight with no referees whatsoever. I mean, what's the deal with that? It's not like someone's going to come on and give you a transfusion. Was that just so you can carve up their organs and shit and sell them on the black market afterwards? Excuse me. Anyway, waffling, didn't need to know any of that. Now, it's funny because the PAL version is heavily bordered, but how much slower this is in the NTSC version, which I'm assuming wasn't bordered, I don't know, because in the arcade, the original installment of this had no turbo options, which always annoyed me because, the previous entry in the franchise did, so I don't understand why Capcom just didn't go straight to a turbo option. Right, let's get into it. I absolutely love and adore this game. I've told this story millions of times, but I'm going to tell it again. The guy I shared a flat with back in the day, when I was at college, we had this, and we had it on his English Mega Drive, and we used this to settle, who would do any of the chores or tasks in the house. I mean, literally everything. Here, do you want a cup of tea? All right, you make it. No, I'm not making it. You make it. All right, let's try 3 on Street Fighter. Like everything. Whose turn was it to do the washing up and shit like that. So needless to say, most random tasks, excuse me, got an extra 25 minutes added to them. But good times. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's got the excellent sort of anime manga-esque character design, and obviously it's new entrants. So you got 4 new characters. That dude there, who's basically Bruce Lee, Fei Long. Cammy, the fit British military bird, and DJ, the capoeira cool fighting dude, too school for cool. I'll learn to talk in a minute. And T-Hook, who was a Native American Indian. Oh, you're dead, bitch. No, I wasted that. That background's absolutely gorgeous. So, you know what, even though it's kind of, and dragons do exist, sorry, gaggy throat. Even though it's kind of, heavily bordered and it is slow, which may or may not be entirely its fault, because I've never played the arcade game. There's no denying this is an absolute looker. It's not the greatest of pads in the world, this, for doing these sort of moves. Try a little equal dragon punch. No, a throw works just as well. They do say a change is as good as a rest. You can get chops. Oh. Working out, someone's flexible. I love this. I mean, my favourite version of this is on the 3DO, but this is the first home port I ever played of it. And, having drawled over shots of the arcade machine and the 3DO version in magazines, there's no denying that this is a very, very respectable port. How much better it is on the SNES, as I said, there are, graphical differences, but I honestly don't know. Not anymore, it ain't. Right. Single-handedly keeping you out of the Ukraine. Oh yes. Come on. Oh, no you don't. That's because we believe in democracy, Mr. Putin. Yeah. Jazz hands. Can I skip that? Music's excellent. Obviously it probably would be better on the SNES, but the thing is I like about the Mega Drive over the SNES, and this is not fanboy argument or statement, it's the Mega Drive sounds more like the arcades. There's no denying that SNES had absolutely amazing, sound shit, This pad's shit. But it was, I don't know, it's too orchestral for me. This pad is horrible. Time for a new one, you think? Oh shit, he's got some absolute smash your face into the pavement big time styling moves. And I don't think he liked my crack about democracy in the Ukraine. I'm just going to do the lazy man's father. Slow and steady wins the day. Was that a hint of slowdown I saw then? Surely not. Not with 40 megabit power. Ah, that's what we call a setup. Oh shit, are you biting me? That's just not on me. Yeah. See, if you want to bite me, mate, I will sit in a corner and be that cheap bastard with the projectiles. Right, one more character and I'm going to call it quits. So yeah, it's not, I mean, as I said, whether it was that much faster than NTSC, I'm assuming it wasn't that much faster, but it certainly wouldn't have been boarded. But hey, look, you get to see two out of the four, new challenges. But yeah, it's a very, 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 decent fighting game. It's just, if you're used to the sort of turbo ones that are prior to this, then it is kind of like, I don't know, it's like taking a Mini to a supercar track day. There we go. That was supposed to be a dragon punch, but with the ickle button, like that. Nice. You see, mate, that's the problem when you fight in jeans. Not only do you wedge yourself, but they chaff. You should have bought a pair of those flexible Chuck Norris jeans you used to be able to get in Martial Arts Illustrated back in the 90s. You know, back when Chuck Norris wasn't massively homophobic. Ah, good times. I used to love that magazine, Martial Arts Illustrated. Hang on, oh, no, I got referee. Piss off. You ain't stealing my blood type. Oh, there we go, toast. Does anyone smell burning hair and feathers? Sweet. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits there. It is what it is. It's a very, very decent fire. It's brilliant graphics, The controls are tight, just have a better pad than mine. And, the lack of turbo switches may for some people be very, very off-putting. Then I'll see that bloke in the background properly banging his drum. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.